Okay, this is the Cursing Seamstress, and this is part 2 of my estate sale finds, 2 sewing machines. This is the second. It's a Singer Simple. You are seeing it as I am pretty much first seeing it, taking it out of the box and plugging it in, which is what I have done. I don't know if this machine has been used. This one may have, and I only say that because there is thread here. I have not yet opened the bobbin area. Let's see. Looks like, sorry. It looks like there are, all right, no, I don't think this is, oh, okay, it has been opened. There is a little hole right here, but looks like everything is in here. There are some pins, bobbins, and a brush for cleaning. So I don't know anything about this machine. It looks much newer than the other machine, which was made in the 90s from best I could tell. This one certainly looks like it's quite a bit newer. So I am going to continue to evaluate this machine, and let me just show you the box that it came in. Okay, this is the box. It has the lady's name on there, so I won't show that, but it looks like, oh, this came from Walmart, and it was shipped to her. This has an automatic needle threader, adjustable stitch length and width, automatic 4-step buttonholer, and shows you some of the stitches that it does. Pretty standard, I think. There's the back and what the machine looks like. I think I looked this was $50 and it was 20% off on the second day of the estate sale. I think I looked this one up, and I think what I found was it retails for about $60. And I can't remember if that's new or used. I will check on that and let you know. There is a quick start guide on here. There's also, oh, this is a 2263. I don't think I said that number. There's also a CD, which I made sure was properly packaged in the box before I bought it. And there is an instruction manual as well. Looks like the bobbin is not a drop-in. It is a vertical type. So I am going to play with this, and I'll be back in just a minute to let you know how it stitches. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. I wanted to finish this review of the Singer Simple 2263 that I started. I'm sorry, it's been a few days since I did the first video, and I just wanted to let you know that I have played with this machine a little bit more. This machine is very light. It's very plasticky. Everything on here really is plasticky. Plastic here. That's plastic. So, you know, I hate to be critical, but the machine almost feels like a toy. I have been sewing with it. It does a straight stitch fine. No problems with that. Now, zigzag seems to be okay. I'm not sure what you can see here, but yeah. All right. Zigzag stitch, straight stitch. I played a little bit with making a buttonhole, and I don't know, the machine did not like making buttonholes, and what would happen was that, I don't know if you can see, that's actually a buttonhole. What would happen with the buttonhole is, there's a buttonhole there, not focusing so great. But it would jam up. Something with the bobbin would jam with the buttonhole, and it was a little bit frustrating. I put this buttonhole foot on. I think you don't need to have this, but I think this helps you to size the buttonhole. You start the buttonhole, and if you decide that you want it to be your buttonhole this long with that red mark, or that long with that red mark, or whatever, that you can just set it there, sew as far back as whatever size you've determined, and then continue on with the process. To make the buttonhole, it's not difficult. You want to set your stitch length for where they have the little buttonhole there. I actually went up to about a 1, and then you set your dial on the number 1 there, and then you go to number 2, that's also marked 4, and then you do the next stitch, and then you go to number 3, and then you go back here to 4. So the first stitch here is the right side of the buttonhole, and it stitches it towards you. It starts at one point and comes towards you. Then you do the base stitch, and then you do this stitch that moves on the left-hand side of the buttonhole, and it goes away from you. Then you come back and do that top stitch, the end of the buttonhole. And so where my machine would hang up was on this part right here, when I was going away from me toward on the left side. It would hang up. I would have to take the bobbin out and cut the bobbin thread, and it would just freeze into position. So, I really hate to give a bad review of a sewing machine. I don't think it's this sewing machine. I don't think it's this particular sewing machine. I think it's just this machine in general. It's okay, again, maybe if you're a new sewer and you're not doing a lot of buttonholes, you're not doing much but straight stitches, zigzag stitches for knits or to finish off a seam. But if you're doing anything that's more complex than that, I really would look for a machine that's going to be much more substantial and do a lot more. I saw this machine advertised on one site for $199. That's ridiculous. All the other places I looked were around $89. And I think eBay had some that were used for maybe $65, and there may have been shipping in addition to that amount. So anyway, that's all I have to say. I am so spoiled by my FAF, and I know I'm swayed in many ways by that, but I just think that if you're going to sew, you might want to invest in a really good machine. I think if you even if you're a beginning sewer and you start on this machine, you may end up getting so very frustrated at what cannot be done or what does not turn out the way you want it to, that you just decide that sewing is not for you. And it's really a shame, but Singer used to have such a good name, but maybe they're better in the higher end machines, I'm not sure. So that's it. So I'm going to finish this up again. I paid $40 for this. I'm probably going to sell it. I can't use it, so I'm going to pass it on to somebody else. Thank you for watching. I'll see you back. I have a dress pattern review that I will be doing. I've finished a dress for myself. I've also made a little girl's dress in a size 2 that I put an embroidery on that I want to show you. I also ordered some patterns from McCall's and Butterick, I guess it was at the sale that they had a few weeks ago. And I don't know, I'll got a bunch of stuff. So please tune in, and I will talk with you later. Thank you so much for watching.